Alright guys, I'm documenting a little video here, making a truck bed camper. Got a little canopy for my truck about a month and a half ago, and I want to do some camping this summer. So my goal here is to build a little bed that I can stay in, just for short little weekend camping trips around Oregon here where I live. Kind of in the middle of the project, and I just now decided to shoot a little video documenting it, so forgive me for starting in the middle. So here's what I have so far. It's 2x4s, and built the frame. As you can see, there's a little gap right here because I'm gonna build legs for this little frame, and it's gonna sit up even with the wheel well, so the plywood decking on it will sit not only on this frame but also on the wheel well, to hopefully be nice and sturdy for me. I went to Lowe's for all my wood, and I got 3 2x4s, is all I needed for the frame, and I was gonna get a whole sheet of plywood, but I didn't want to spend $50 to $80 on a sheet of plywood, and so I looked and they actually had a scrap piece that was 27 inches wide laying there by their cutting machine, and I was like, well, I wanted mine to be 28 inches wide, but I figured if it was cheap enough, 27 would be fine. And I ended up taking it to the checkout, and the lady said, oh, that's scrap, it's free. So I got free plywood for it. So I was willing to have it be an inch narrower, considering it was free. So I made this little frame. It's obviously 27 inches wide. My bed's a 6-foot bed here in this little Ford Ranger. So that's how long the board is on the right. Ones on the left are about 21 inches each, and then 24 inches across. So the next thing I got to figure out is how high the wheel well is, because that's how high the platform needs to be so that it all sits level. So I'm going to cut my plywood down to 6 feet. It's already the right width, but I'm going to cut it down to 6 feet, throw it on here, and try to get a more accurate measurement of what height the legs, the 4 legs that I'm going to cut, need to be to get it to sit level. So that's the next thing I'm gonna do, and I'll update you once I get that done. All right, I got the plywood cut to 6 feet. Looks like it'll fit perfectly in the bed. I think the tailgate is gonna close here. Looks like fits just right in there, so that's good news. I measured it. It's roughly 9 inches tall, the wheel well. So I think what I'm going to do is actually put the decking down on the frame I made first, and then build the legs. I'm going to cut 4 legs, bolt those on after I've got the decking down. I think that'll be easiest. I can just flip the thing upside down, throw the legs on. So I'm going to screw down this decking. Probably just start with 4 screws, 1 in each corner, so I can still kind of shift it a little if need be. And once I get that done, get some legs cut, and I'll update you guys when I get that done. Alright, well, here's the deal. I need to cut these legs, and I cut the first one off perfect length, and I'm like, oh, I'll use this to cut the rest of them. I'll just measure it out using this board. Well, I had a little piece that I'd cut it off of that was really close to the same length, and with the eyeball on it, and I used that piece to measure instead of the one that was supposed to be the leg. So then I cut 2 legs that were the wrong length. Unfortunately, using this old skill saw, I can't hold down the piece of wood and trim, an inch off. So I broke out the hacksaw, and I only have 2 of the right ones, and now I have to manually cut 2 more out of the ones that were too long, because I don't have another 2x4 and I don't want to waste the wood. So gonna do that. That might take a minute, and then I'll get them mounted to the deck that I just mounted, and throw in the bed and see what it looks like. Alrighty, so I got the deck all mounted, and I got the 4 legs mounted. I think they turned out decent. The legs were a pain to drill. I have this really bad corded drill that's really old and really not suited to the job. But I ended up having to drill more pilot holes than I thought I would. But got the legs installed. They seem fairly straight, seem sturdy. One of them wasn't, so I had to take it out and put new holes in and get it tighter. And the deck laid down nicely. My overall frame was like an 1/8 inch roughly short, but I'm just overlapping it to the front, because in the front of the behind the cab there's actually a little indent in the bed, and so that'll just take up that space, and it'll all be good. So I'm about to test fit it. Hopefully it fits like I expect it to. If not, I'll have to make some adjustments. The biggest thing I'm worried about is there's grooves in the bed, and so I don't know where the legs are going to sit in those, and I hope it sits level. I think it'll sit right on top of them, but I'll have to find out. Alrighty, I'll let you know. Alright, well, I just got off work today. It's now Monday. I started the project on Saturday, and it ended up getting dark. I did actually finish it Saturday night, and I got it put in here in the back of the truck. But I didn't have time to shoot an outro because it was dark. I didn't have lights for filming. Surprisingly, I put the platform in and it actually fit pretty much perfect. I'm about to find a way to secure it. It moves just slightly. It'll slide a couple inches to the left if I go around a corner a little hard. So I'm gonna have to find a way to secure it. Maybe I'll put a little rubber on the feet to help it grip the bed a little better or something. Or I could put carpet down on the bed, and that would also help. So we'll see. I'll end up doing something for that. I'm laying on it right now. So this is actually a topper that my fiance had from her dorm room freshman year, and doesn't use it anymore. It's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches thick, and I'm testing it out to see if I could sleep on it. I'd have to cut it down. It's twin size, so it's too wide and 6 inches too long. But it's not too bad to lay on. I probably would want another inch of foam, but if I put something under it, you know, just like an extra, you know, foam, one of those like square backpacking foam pads or something like that underneath, I think that would be a pretty good combination. It's really not bad like I thought it would be, since it's just a mattress topper. But considering that I'm, you know, building this and gonna spend some time in it, I want it to be comfortable, so I think I want to add a little more padding than this has to offer. So whether that'll be adding something to it or getting a completely different mattress, I'm not sure yet. But let me take off this mattress here and show you what it looks like underneath. So this is what I got going on. It's really simple. I just put 4 legs on it, and it sits nice and flat, and it fits perfect in the bed. It comes right to the edge here, but it fits perfect, and I'm excited to try it out. I'm gonna try to figure out some sort of storage underneath. I don't have much space. Got about maybe 6 inches underneath, if I had to guess, 6.5. So if I can find a storage container that's small enough, I might put one in there. But it's a good start, and I'm pretty happy with it so far. So thanks for watching, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated as I continue setting this thing up for camping.